college football playoffs are finally set. Welcome to episode 107 of College Football's Peek Around the Corner with your host, Greg Pflugar. Georgia, number 1. Number 2, Michigan Wolverines. Number 3, the TCU Horned Frogs. Number 4, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Number 5 was Alabama. Number 6 was the Tennessee Volunteers. So we have the Georgia Bulldogs versus the Ohio State Buckeyes, Michigan versus TCU. The early lines have just come out. The Bulldogs are favored by 6.5 over the Buckeyes, and the Michigan Wolverines are favored by 9.5 over TCU. I agree. We did a live show last night. I thought this would be the top 4 in that order. It came out to be in that order. Alabama. They had Nick Saban on last night during the Big Ten Championship game. And man, was he... Wow. Let's take a look. I'll put up a tweet here. Nick Saban. If we played these teams in question, would we be underdogs in the game or not? That should answer everybody's questions relative to who the best teams are present. Do we want Las Vegas to decide who should get into the playoffs depending on the lines of the game, the gamblers of this country? No. At some point, it has to be about who deserves it. Alabama did not deserve the playoffs over the Buckeyes. They did not deserve to get into the playoffs over the TCU Horned Frogs. That should be obvious. And I absolutely agree with what Denny Cannell said. Short and sweet on Twitter. The SEC had a horrendous year. You can't say with a straight face that losing twice in a down year qualifies you for access to the playoff, or in this case, the 4-team invitational. Not to only mention 2 losses, but they barely beat Texas by 1 point. They played a horrible game against Texas A&M, 4 points. Ohio State blew out pretty much everybody until they got blown out themselves against Michigan. And TCU Horned Frogs, they won all their games. They went to the conference championship game and they lost in overtime. And you should not be penalized that much when you go to your conference championship game and lose in overtime. Can't happen that way. Alabama, they don't deserve in. They got the right 4 teams. Please put down your comments in the comment section below the video. Let me know what your thoughts. Do you agree with the 4? Do you agree with the order? It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. December 31st, college football semifinals. The Bulldogs versus the Buckeyes. The Wolverines versus the Horned Frogs. Stick with us here at College Peek Around the Corner. Glad to have you. Until next time. From all of us at Peek Around the Corner to all of you, please, you all take care of each other. Thank you so very much.